So here's the most important question though. Would CJ pay $3,000 to $10,000 for what he just wrote down? So CJ, we're gonna actually walk you through this, like how to create space and communicate with your wife. When you look at that name, would you pay somebody $3,000 to $10,000 to learn how to create space and communicate with their wife?
Probably not.
Okay, what would you pay $3,000 for?
How to create space and communicate with your wife. It sounds good to me, but I don't know the words to use or bring up to make it sound sexy.
So what's the end goal?
They get a peaceful home. They get on one accord. Their day-to-day is not filled with arguments.
How to eliminate arguments?
Win every argument with your wife today.
So step one is just like, how to eliminate arguments and get on one accord with your wife so you can have a peaceful home. The end goal, the first step, because how to create space to communicate with your wife. And all that means is they want to eliminate arguments and get on one accord.
When he said the word connect, that really caught my attention.
So so connect was the second part. First, like what's top of mind is just like, if you're right now a married man and you want to communicate better, what's top of mind is the constant fighting and the argument. This is why I'm trying to be forceful. This is why I'm abrasive. And this is why I'm condescending, because we're always fighting. You can't seem to get to my point. So I'm gonna alleviate that. That's the first thing we're gonna do for you. Once we've eliminated arguments and we're on one accord, what do we want next? You got how to connect with her. Would you pay $3,000 to $10,000 just to connect with your spouse?
I would. Hold on.
So what does connection really mean?
Connection is a like-minded, love, home, comfort together.
I think that what you're doing, you're trying to connect your main people you're trying to reach to are guys and not women. I think you got to appeal to the guys and quit trying to sound so soft and flowery and stuff, and got to be a little bit more rugged with your
Chris,
message.
what does a guy want?
I don't want to sound derogatory or anything, but how to get your wife to use her mouth more in a pleasing manner that appeals to you and not appeal to you. You don't want to hear her mouth nagging at you and arguing and fussing. You rather have her mouth do things that make you happy. Get it, put it in some type of way like that. And guys go, oh wow, let that
got you.
put guys' attention.
I got you.
You don't want to be sound too derogatory because you're putting the message out there to the masses. And you got to catch people's attention, but you got to do it in a way that's going to catch a guy's attention.
Cynthia is the lady, so I'm just curious from your perspective, Cynthia, what do you think a guy would want?
I don't know what I think a guy would want to hear with that, because if it were my spouse trying to get help to learn how to better communicate with me, I would be looking for words like, how can we connect? How can we build a bridge? How can we better communicate?
So I'm curious, if you were to pay $3,000 for a relationship coach and they mentioned connection, what would you hope to gain from connection?
Showing me better ways to communicate with my spouse, helping me better understand what he may see from his perspective, because sometimes that's something that we just don't get as ladies. I don't know, it's like the Venus and Mars thing. You get sometimes like, teach me what it is that you see from your perspective as a man and help me understand so I can apply some fundamental concepts to my own relationship that would work.